Hi, I am teaching fourth grade this year at Indian Run in Dublin, and one of the standards for fourth grade talks about the surface of the earth changing due to erosion and deposition. And so I actually got this analogy from a PD that I went to a few days ago called Dublin Leadership Academy, and um, it's like a really easy analogy, but the teachers that I were with were saying that it always helps their kids understand it. And honestly, it helped me understand erosion and deposition better when they were just talking about it themselves. So basically, it's really simple. All you need is a piece of paper. I would probably break the kids up into groups of three and let them be the three different parts of the analogy. So they could be the weathering, they could be the erosion, and they could be the deposition. So basically, if you're the weatherer, you're just going to take your paper and you're just going to like crumple it up or do whatever you want with it. You would have them like rip it into different pieces, kind of like explaining how like that represents weathering from the breakdown of rock in substances by physical, chemical, or biological processes. So then you have all these scraps of paper. So I'll show you. This would be like the weatherer, and now they're done. So after the weather is finished weathering, then the next person is going to be erosion, which is just the movement of sediment or soil from one location to another by means of water, ice, or wind. So basically, they would take the weathered rock or soil or particles, and they could move it into whatever they want. So basically, this could also get into how you talk about how different landforms are formed, which is also a fourth grade standard. So they could like move them, in a different area of the room. They could put them into like a little row, or they could build a little pile. They can choose to do whatever they want. And then the last person is deposition, and that is the particles carried by water, ice, wind, or deposited in another location. So basically, they can just move the little pile like to wherever they want to show that it can get deposited and moved by water, ice, or wind. So basically, I would just have the students like each go and be the weathering, the erosion, the deposition. So I have three different pieces of paper. Let them all get to do it, and then I would have them kind of ask any questions about it that they might have, or try to come up with their own analogy using other things in the room for their own explanation.